Yo, we here. You know what I'm saying? We got, unless you introduce yourself, we got the big man in the building. You know what I'm saying? This is Johnnie Live podcast episode 1. You know what I'm saying? We got to get it popping. So I'm going to ask him a few questions. I have a few questions. We'll see what we can come up with. Cool? You cool with that?
I'm definitely cool with that.
Okay. That's what's up. Is you ready to get in the
Absolutely.
Okay.
Ask me anything.
All right, that's what I'm saying. This is the hot seat.
Hey, I tell you like this, I'm accustomed to heat.
Okay, that's what's up. All right, well, all right. So we were just talking about dating, right? You know what I'm saying, like a first date. Tell me a little bit about some do's and don'ts on the first date. Cause I know you like the ladies, man. You know what I'm saying? They be, you know what I'm saying, swooning on you, whatever, all on you. So tell me some do's and don'ts on the first date.
Well, my background, coming up age 15, they called me LL Cool J. I worked out, had abs, I stayed in shape. I played football for Woodruff High School.
Nice.
Shout out to Woodruff.
Nice.
Definitely a warrior.
Yeah.
So a lot of people know me probably by my voice. Yeah. Know where I'm coming from.
Yeah, you got that LL Cool J voice. No doubt.
Well, anyway, to answer your question, some do's and some don'ts. For me, if I'm not going to open the door for a woman for the rest of my life, I'm not going to open the door of a car or a door to a restaurant or whatever on a first date.
Right.
I'm not going to do something on the first date that I don't plan to do for the rest of my life.
Right. Because you kind of don't want to set her up for a disappointment.
Absolutely
I feel that. But I think silver is, what do you call it? Silvery. That's dead, though. That's what they say. They say that's dead.
Chivalry is not dead. I think he's just starving. He's almost starving to death. And I say that because a lot of women don't cook.
Right. Yeah,
so
that's what I'm saying.
They put the pressure on. One thing I learned, I had logic, philosophy. I've been in college for a lot of stuff. And I read on my own. They put this culture, this country puts a lot of pressure on men.
Right.
You know, I mean,
how so?
Just to name a few. I don't want to say that. I do, but I don't.
Say that. I need to hear it all. What's up?
One thing is this. I could show you how. Have you ever gone up to a little girl that's 2-3 years old, fight? Oh, you my cutie. This is my girlfriend. You ain't never did that. Why? Because this culture won't allow you.
Right.
They label you.
Hell no.
They label you. But I've seen women, and not even just regular women. I've dated women who call their own kids.
You so right.
Back up, listen to me.
Wow.
I've dated women who called their babies, their young boys, this is my little man, and they be in the bed with them.
Right.
Titties all out. Can I say this?
Yeah, you can say whatever you want
cleavage.
to.
Strike that cleavage. That's why I ain't want my name mentioned because I'm gonna tell you raw. You know.
No, when I was in the hospital with my son, a lady came in. He was just born not too long ago, and he gonna be a handsome man when he grow up. Oh, I wish I was young. Like, you feel what I'm saying? So I get what you say. I get exactly what you're saying.
If a dude said that, man, I swear, even me.
Yeah.
If I heard a dude say that, it ain't gotta be my daughter.
Right.
My little small daughter. I think he'd creep or pervert or whatever. But if a woman said, it's like, man, this is acceptable.
Okay. Yeah, it's okay.
This is like, okay, so it's a standard.
So what other things? Give me some more examples of how that be acceptable for a woman and things won't be acceptable for a man.
Aside from her young son sleeping in the bed with her when she half dressed, because I ain't never did nothing like that.
Right.
You know, but that's one example. Others are just, if we go to the law, child support. One and this is real delicate.
Yeah.
This might be political.
Right.
Considered political. A guy and a woman come together. They procreate.
Yeah.
The woman becomes impregnated. If she decides she want to kill the baby, the man has no say in that.
Right. Yeah.
She want to abort the baby.
Happened to me last summer. Right.
There you go. So the court's going to favor her. But that baby that's growing in that woman comes from that man. It originates from that man.
Right. But I was kind of glad. I was kind of glad she made the decision. She called me. She called me. It's like I ain't having this baby. I'm pregnant by you, but I ain't having the baby. I'm like, yes, but no, I feel what you say.
So maybe it should be. If I was a politician, I'm not Republican.
Right.
I'm not Democrat.
Right.
I'm not independent. I understand both sides. I can say a lot about that. At this point, I won't. However, I'll say this much: if I will have any input, I would say that men and women, I wouldn't enact a law for it. Maybe I would, or maybe I wouldn't.
Right.
But maybe the guy, and the woman should come to some agreement, like, hey, sign this paper in the event you get pregnant,
Right. Like a disclosure almost.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
Like, it's almost like a
marriage.
But marriage ain't happening no more.
Wow.
Marriage ain't happening no more.
Yeah.
So I know I'm like living in a utopia.
That's exactly what it is, right?
State of mind, because I'm asking people to do some fundamental things that they're not willing to do. If especially if they're not willing to marry, they don't. Man, I've been with women.
That solves a lot of problems, right?
I've been with women. They ain't talking about marriage. Most of them my guys. That's a whole nother subject.
These women are confused nowadays. They don't know if they want a man or a woman. It's about a day of the week.
That's a good statement.
Yeah.
They're not confused. They want both. I started with Nicki Minaj.
Right. Yeah.
To her name.
I ain't never think about it like that. They're not confused. They want both.
They want both.
Right.
I done been with them.
Yeah.
They want both.
Right.
Some of them admitted, others didn't.
It's more out there nowadays to where it's like,
because look at the culture. Let's talk about the culture. We ain't talking about race. That's why I want America to get off of race. Get off of race. Get on the culture.
Yeah, because that one woman
culture
said
and generation.
That one white girl got that song called "I Want to Kiss a Girl." That came out.
Yeah. in early 2000s.
Yeah, sure did. Yeah.
I kissed a girl and I like it.
Yeah, got my daughter and people listening to that. Yeah.
But then after that, Nicki Minaj.
Yeah.
After Nicki Minaj, who came? Cardi B.
Yeah.
Cardi B. Then you had
like Megan started getting more raunchy now.
Then it got worse. More recently, it got worse. You laughing because you know
how do you tell that's a DJ I know.
Sexy Red. What's her name? Big Red or Sexy Red?
Sexy Red.
She's like, none of my coochie.
Yeah.
He ate me out.
Yeah.
Pussy pink. God forgive me, but booty hole brown. So yeah, that culture is. I'll tell you this. Google why, not how, but why did they kill Socrates?
Speak on it.
Any listener, Google why did they kill? I can tell you how, and I can tell you why. I ain't gonna tell you why. I want you to Google it.
Okay.
I want you to Google it.
Okay.
Why did they kill Socrates? Who was Socrates? Okay,
that's some old figure. That's some real old figure.
That's a good question.
I think he brought the first mixtape before. Look,
that is a good question.
Yeah,
who was Socrates?
Who was Socrates?
So I can't, being conscious, I can't just say stuff out there, and people might be like, we gotta. Why we on social media? This is like a wide audience. It's a wide audience. Right. I'm gonna tell you like this. Socrates was the first philosopher that was considered a philosopher. All the other one was called sophists. Look it up. A sophist was somebody who said they were a philosopher, but they had no impact on their culture.
Wow.
They had no influence on their culture and the people they taught. They had no philosophy that was worth considering and repeating. That was sophists. Socrates taught Plato. Plato taught Aristotle. Aristotle, most of his philosophies constructed the U.S. government.
Wow. So let me ask you this. So are you saying that like Nicki Minaj and Cardi B are philosophers to the women?
I'm not saying that at all. I'm saying that they have a lot of influence on them.
Influence. Okay.
They have a lot of influence
Right.
on them. And I was talking about Socrates and philosophy for the point of making that, you know, Socrates was killed. I asked the question, why was Socrates killed?
Mm.
And he was forced to eat or drink hemlock for his death. They told him, they gave him a chance. They said, denounce your philosophies or eat, intake, or ingest this hemlock. And I know his last words. I won't say that. Google that as well.
Wow.
But he chose to, instead of denouncing his philosophies, he chose to ingest the hemlock, which was a poisonous, like plant, like a mushroom, and it killed him.
Right. See, I think like a lot of things, like Nicki Minaj and Cardi B sing about, they don't really believe in a lot of that stuff. That's like with Cardi B, you know, she make a rap talking about how she got all these dudes, and she might have, but at this point, she's married and she believe in marriage. So why put that out there if that's not what you believe in?
I'm gonna say a lot of controversial stuff on this podcast.
Okay.
So I'm telling you in advance, you can edit it.
They do what you got to do.
Because I'm not gonna say nothing that I don't know, and I researched and read a lot of stuff. But they believe in it.
They believe in
Cardi B, she was a stripper.
Oh yeah, yeah.
All of them, most of them, they got backgrounds that were strippers, which is fine. I ain't saying nothing against strippers.
Right.
And it's great that they elevated or whatever. Use that.
Do you think the industry went and got them because they were strippers?
I was gonna say that.
Yeah.
You ahead of me.
Okay.
The people who produced them tell them to say this and say that. I produced music before. I rapped before. I have a background in it, and I remember telling them, no, say this and say it like this. And when you say it like this, do it this way. You do your body this way.
Right.
Come on, man.
Yeah. Some people feel it, right?
Come on, man.
Yeah.
I Snoop Dogg. No, matter of fact, let's go back. Snoop Dogg, even 50 Cent.
Yeah.
They were rapping. Dr. Dre told them, no, when you say it, say it like this. Say it like this. What was Snoop Dogg's favorite song? The first one he really came out.
Snoop Dogg.
No. It's two. Then the thing.
Ain't nothing but G-Thing.
Ain't nothing but. How did it go?
1, 2, 3 into the fold.
Dre told him to say it like that.
Yeah.
He was saying it just 1, 2, 3, and 4. No, Dre said say it like this.
Right.
Come on, research.
So yeah, I got
research.
Right.
Google Dre. Ask him. He tell you. He told him to say it like this.
Right.
So
I know when.
What I'm saying is, you were talking about the industry or the company, the music company. Yeah, of course. They tell me, no, we want you to say this. This we think this is sell, and you say it like this. Say it like this, and when you say it like this, or when you say this and say it like this, then you do your body like that, and we're gonna put you half naked, just like NWA. And I was saying this early to somebody, man, and I hate to say that, edit that part out, but in the early '90s, all that gangster rap came out. A lot of murders followed.
Right, but that's what we listen to. Yeah, that's what you listen to before you do drive-by.
Now,
of course.
Now we talking about these women being sexual, like that booty hole, Brown or whatever. However she said,
sex sales.
And I looked into her. I didn't. I'm not forming my opinion about her based off what media say. I don't do that about people. I promise you don't. I looked into her. I even followed her, and part of me like her. I see her innocency, and I know how she got that way. She said she didn't say nothing about her mom or her dad. She said she had older people, older siblings, older friends that she was 14, 15 years old that raised her. You see what I'm saying?
Right. So
if I saw it and listened to it with my own eyes and my ears, you know, so I can't really fault her. I don't dislike her. I don't dislike her. You know, like other people, I will never shame her.
Mm-hmm.
But the whole fact, she said herself, she was with these older people that was a part of her social sphere,
Right.
that weren't her family members,
Mm-hmm.
such as parents. They weren't her parents.
Yeah.
And they taught her that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So
I get that. I mean, as a teenager, you gonna learn. You really gonna learn sex from not your parents. You're not gonna learn sex from the teacher. You're gonna learn sex from your peers. You know, when they really get down to it, and they're gonna tell you the way that they was taught about sex and different stuff like that. I was taught to have
usually that's how it
multiple.
go.
I was taught to have multiple women, and when I got a good girl, I didn't know how to handle it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because that's the way I was taught. I was like, okay, you good, but I got two more over here. But that's the way the players taught me growing up. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah. I can see that. I can
Mhm.
see how, man. Hey, even Floyd Mayweather said, and I feel comfortable saying his name, but even Floyd Mayweather said, having one woman was too close to having none.
It's true nowadays.
And
Yeah.
I know when I'm talking about stuff I know about.
Right.
Floyd be sleeping with minimum 5 women at one
Right.
time.
Right.
He don't necessarily have to have sex with them. They're gonna be in the bed with him,
Mm-hmm.
and every day he gonna hang out with at least 5 women.
Mm-hmm.
They gonna go shopping, do what he wants. That's Floyd.
Because some women got strong points and they got weak points. Some women could cook. Some women could clean up. Just because she could cook, don't mean she can clean up. You know what I'm saying? I think it was this one guy, this country guy. He said, "We say one woman don't stop the show, one monkey don't stop the show, or something like that."
Yeah.
Where he talking about, these different women or 4 for 4. This girl got there 4 for 4. So because like nowadays, women aren't taught, like they're not brought up to raise. Okay, like when I was